Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Adapted. In today's video, I'm going to be listing Destiny 1 exotics that I want to see make a return into Destiny 2 for the upcoming expansion, Shadowkeep. Now, before I get into my list, I think I should just list the Destiny 1 exotics that have already made a return into Destiny 2, whether it's been they were just in there on launch, throughout different DLCs, or just quest lines that have come out. So, we have the Truth, the Thunderlord, the Sleeper Simulant, Black Spindle, which is called Whisper of the Worm in this game, the Chaperone, Lord of Wolves, Queenbreaker's Bow, Telesto, Jade Rabbit, Mida Multitool, Outbreak Perfected, I believe it is in this game, Bad Juju, Thorn, First Curse, Last Word, Surge Regime, and the Hard Light. Now, when I looked it up to see all the Destiny 1 exotics that are in Destiny 2, I was pleasantly surprised because there's a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's not every single one, and not every single good Destiny 1 exotic is in Destiny 2. That's mainly why you see people just not using these weapons that are on the list. But I was just surprised because, you know, not a lot of people are using some of these exotics, like the Suros Regime, the Hard Light. Like, you kind of you don't think about these because you don't see people using them. So when you see a list and it's, you know, in full and see how, you know, how many exotics are actually in this game that were from Destiny 1, it's really, like, it's crazy. But without further ado, I'm going to get into my list. You know, this is also a disclaimer. There is going to be no raid-specific exotics on this list because personally I believe that necessarily doesn't make any sense. Why would you have exotics that were acquired from the raid or dropped from the raid be in this game? Because, you know, the raid's not going to be in this game. So I'm just going to be listing exotics that could drop from any activity no matter what. So the first one is the Hawk Moon. The reason I would like this one to come back is just because, you know, the 4 hand cannons that symbolize Destiny 1, 3 of them are back into the game, and we're just missing the Hawk Moon. A lot of people thought it would come back in Season of Opulence, but we got the Rose, or whatever that one is called. I haven't even gotten that one myself, because, well, anyway, I just haven't bothered. But personally, that's one of my favorite guns in Destiny history, and I would love to see that return into Shadowkeep. The next one, this is a highly requested one, and this is definitely a fan favorite option, the Icebreaker. A lot of people would love to see this weapon back, and so would I. You know, I remember using this, you know, back in Crota. It was a very, very good weapon. You did not need to have any ammo, because the ammo was just restored over time. It was basically like you had infinite ammo. Very good gun. Next, I have the Fourth Horseman. Now, this is kind of a surprise, for me at least, for putting this down, but it's not because personally I enjoyed using this weapon. I just kind of wanted to look at it in a logical way, because I don't feel like Bungie is just going to bring back all the exotics from Destiny 1 that everyone loved. I think they're just going to bring back, honestly, just the most random ones. Like, Fourth Horseman, that's a pretty random exotic. I mean, it was good for, like, certain times when, like, the strike modifiers would be, like, you know, a certain way, so that you can literally just do so much boss DPS up close and with obviously arc damage. But other than that, it wasn't really used much, but I can totally see that being a returning exotic. Next on the list, we have the Zen Meteor, which again was another PlayStation exclusive that did not come to Xbox until a year after. Personally, I've actually never used the Zen Meteor, whether it just be I had it and never used it, or I personally feel like I just didn't have the luck to get it. But again, this was a PlayStation exclusive, and I feel as if it would only be right for it to come back in Shadowkeep and be a weapon that all players can get. And last on my list, I have the fan favorite, the infamous No Land Beyond. This gun really cemented, you know, its glory into Trials. You know, if you want to talk about weapons that, you know, define Trials, the Last Word and the No Land Beyond will 100% be the options. You know, with Trials not in Destiny 2 at the moment, I feel like a Trials return in Shadowkeep and the No Land Beyond return in Shadowkeep could be a perfect option. I feel like maybe even you can have some sort of quest line within Trials to unlock the No Land Beyond. That could be really cool. But in my opinion, I feel like the No Land Beyond should be an exotic that returns. Personally, I never use it because personally I'm not really a PvP player. The only reason I kind of have it playing in the background as a PvP gameplay, just because it's cool for people to watch. It's kind of entertaining, and it's not like just doing some boring strike that everyone's seen. You know, PvP is kind of different, even though I'm trash at it. But yeah. But anyways, guys, that has been the video. This has been my list on Destiny 1 exotics that I feel like should return into Destiny 2. Keep in mind, this is an opinionated list, so if I listed exotics you don't like, well, that's why. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and it's been Adapted.